Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another political episode. So, we have great news today. Pete Hegseth, a big one, has been officially nominated. I wouldn't say nominated, but appointed and confirmed by the defense secretary position. This goes as I wouldn't say surprise, but Pete Hegseth has made lots of controversy in regards to his comments, in regards to women in the military, and alleged sexual actions towards women. And this obviously has had him torn controversially apart in his own political party. But due to meeting with a lot of Republican senators that previously said, we are not going to back Pete Hegseth because of, these allegations, they eventually changed their mind. The most notable and credible would be Joni Ernst, the U.S. Senator from Iowa, that really had to get her act together because she was up for re-election in 2026. She wants to win re-election, and there's a possibility that she would. I mean, Iowa is not at all of a Trump state yet. It's sort of like a Missouri during 2012 sort of period. It was somewhat more red, bright red, but not dark red, if you will. Bright red, but not dark red. But I have a feeling that Iowa will eventually become like that. But it would possibly, for Joni Ernst, look closely to Lindsey Graham or a Mitch McConnell sort of result. Or, better, more recently, in 2023, sort of, who's the governor of Mississippi again? Mississippi Governor Tate Ricketts' performance. So she had a lot on stake, and I feel like she learned personally Pete Hegseth wasn't that bad, obviously, but ultimately she knew that she wouldn't get away with voting against him, and that Iowa, which has become very much of Trump state, keep in mind, ever since Trump came around, Iowa has been a blue state. Obama won it big. Al Gore won it big. Bush barely won it in 2004. George H.W. Bush couldn't even win Iowa. Michael Dukakis won the state by 10 points against the very popular vice president, George H.W. Bush, in 1988. So it was a blue state until Trump came around and flipped it. So obviously it's gone red. It's kind of turning like into a Missouri. Missouri has been sort of a swing state sort of deal until, of course, Barack Obama showed his face and it went straight red because all those farmers began to dislike Obama. But today we're specifically telling you, how did it go? How was it the 2020, nomination, the confirmation of Pete Ricketts? How did it work out? How was this accomplished? Well, let's review. So looking at the Senate, we have the 100 Senate seats, okay? 100 Senate seats, 53 Republicans, 45 Democrats, and 2 independents, which caucuses with Democrats. However, it's not guaranteed. 53 Republicans are a lot. But Republicans have concerns. They have, of course, liberal Republicans like Lisa Murkowski and Susan Collins. Susan Collins can get away with being liberal because she's from a liberal state, and she kind of has to be liberal to get more of those independent voters that voted for Kamala Harris on her side, so she can win re-election in 2026. Lisa Murkowski can't get away with being liberal. She's from a solid red Republican state. Somewhat libertarian, but it doesn't matter. They still elect Republicans. She can't get away with that. And obviously, she's better than that. So, honestly, I don't like Susan Collins. I don't like Lisa Murkowski, but I can give Susan Collins the benefit of the doubt despite her politics. She has a reason to be more liberal. Lisa Murkowski's just woke. And obviously, we can tell you which senators confirmed, which senators didn't confirm. Important to, let's just say, let's actually do this by referendum. Okay, I want to do this by referendum. How about that? go to Wikipedia colors, let's do the yes level of support, and this is the ballot measure colors if you are unaware, but yes on Wikipedia they use blue for yes, green for no. All right, so yes, no. So the question is, should Pete Hegseth be confirmed? And we can go over who voted yes, who voted no, and who we should support, who we shouldn't support, who, understandably, Democrats voted against him. That's obviously no surprise there. It's a 50-50 split, and in order to make a 50-50 split, we're going to have to figure out, by politics-wise, who voted and who didn't, likely voted, who didn't vote. Starting off with Maine. No. Maine, the two senators from Maine, Angus King, moderate senator, so he calls himself, he voted no. So along with Susan Collins, the fake Republican that is in the U.S. Senate, but giving her benefit of the doubt still, she voted no. You got New Hampshire. The two Democrat senators from New Hampshire, they voted no. The two senators from Vermont voted no. Elizabeth Warren and Jeff Markey, I want to believe, or whatever his name is, he voted no. Senator Reid and Whitehouse have voted no in Rhode Island. You got, I'm trying to memorize their names. Blumenthal and Murphy, those two senators, they voted no. New Jersey, Andy Kim and Senator Booker have voted no. Lisa Blunt Rochester, along with Senator Chris Coons, they voted no. Maryland, Angela Elsa Brooks, very woke, along with her very far-left comrade, Senator Van Hollen, they voted no. Now, I'm not sure about John Fetterman. There's a possibility he could have voted yes, but that's tossed up as right now. But we can officially project that, obviously, Senator, blanking on his name, he just won, beating, what's his name? McCormick. Senator McCormick voted yes. Okay, he voted yes. No. Senator Gillibrand and Schumer. All right, West Virginia, Justice and Capito have voted yes, despite Capito being a little woke, especially on the abortion issue. No. We have Senators Kane and Warner. They voted no. You got North Carolina, Tillis and Budd. They voted yes. Lindsey Graham is tossed up. Meanwhile, we can confirm that Tim Scott voted yes. Senator Ossoff and Warnock from Georgia, they voted no. Okay? Florida, we have the two senators, Senator Ashley Moody, who is the replacement for Senator Rubio, who's now the Secretary of State. She voted yes, along with Rick Scott, the new re-elected last year. Senator Britt Ann Tuberville from Alabama, yes. Tennessee, Marsha Blackburn and blanking on the other guy, but I'm sure he voted yes also. McConnell is tossed up. I would say McConnell is no. Okay, we're going to say no for McConnell. Yes for Senator, blanking on his name again, Rand Paul. Yes, Rand Paul. The two senators from Ohio. We got, of course, I keep blanking on these senators. Okay, we have the newly elected senators from Ohio. We newly appointed John Husted. Okay, he's the former lieutenant governor, now senator, and Bernie Moreno. Yes, they voted yes on this. Indiana, the two senators there, Senator Young and another senator that I can't blank on at the moment, voted yes. No. Slotkin and Peters. You got Rand Paul voting yes, and Senator, what's her name? Tammy Baldwin, voting no. Duckworth and Durbin, voting no from Illinois. Wicker and Hyde Smith, I want to believe her name is. They're voting yes. Louisiana, Kennedy and Cassidy. Those two senators voting yes. Cotton and I'm blanking on the other guy. Senators. Boozman. Yes. Senator Cotton and Boozman voting yes. All right. Daines and Hawley voting yes from Missouri. Now Ernst, she's the potential one, is voting yes, along with Grassley from Iowa. They're from Iowa now. Minnesota, we know this. Klobuchar and Smith voting no. North Dakota senators, obviously those two, Kramer and Hoeven, they voting yes. You got the Senate Majority Leader here. They're voting, like John Thune, he's voting yes. Mike Rounds, he's voting yes. Nebraska, those two senators, Deb Fischer and Senator, the former Governor Ricketts, they're voting yes. You got Kansas results there. Morin and Marshall, they're voting yes. Oklahoma. So it's supposed to be a 50-50. So if it doesn't look like a 50-50, then, we have a problem. Okay, James Lankford and Mark Wayne Mullen. Now, Lankford probably got involved, so we're going to call Lankford likely. Okay, I know I'm keeping the senator from South Carolina at the toss-up because he's very loyal to Lindsey Graham. He is very loyal to McConnell, so we're going to have to see how he voted. Texas is, okay, yes, Cornyn and Cruz, they both voted for Hegseth there. New Mexico, no doubt about it. The two senators voted against him. Colorado, two senators voted against him. Wyoming, Montana. I think it's Steve Daines. Okay. I think never mind. I want to correct myself. Steve Daines is actually not from Missouri. He's from Montana. Similar name. I guess we better just go through them. Obviously, I'm not sure about Curtis. Don't really trust Curtis. So we're going to go ahead and leave Curtis as a toss-up. Those Arizona voted against, of course, Arizona voted against Hegseth. California voted against him, obviously. Nevada voted against him. Oregon, basically almost the rest. Alaska voted, we know Lisa Murkowski voted against. So it's looking like a 50-50 right now. Okay. So what it's looking like is one senator would get. So let's go ahead. Start off with Fetterman. How did Fetterman vote? John Fetterman did for, let's see, Pete Hegseth. We're gonna have to see because I know we've made Hegseth wins critical vote. Yeah, they haven't seen. Yes, you need 51 votes in order to confirm. But yes, 51 for yes, and that was, of course, with the help of J.D. Vance, if you are unaware. But I want to know how, okay, 21 Vance. Okay, yes. Senator John Fetterman voted on January 21st to advance the nomination of Pete Hegseth. I would think he would have had he's very flexible. I would say allegedly yes for Pennsylvania. I'm not so necessarily sure after all. So let's see how Lindsey Graham voted. That's a question. It's either Lindsey Graham or John Curtis that decided to opt out. Lindsey Graham has been noted as being very hesitant. So, Lindsey Graham on Pete Hegseth. And we're going to see if he's worth keeping. Let's see what Washington posted. Okay, look at that. So you got, okay, interesting. Yes, you got no. For instance, you got 2 senators. McConnell, we knew for sure he voted no. Lisa Murkowski, Susan Collins. So in every, I think Fetterman voted no to this nomination, actually. So we'll go ahead and give, are you surprised? No. I'm not surprised. Then again, we got to remember he's a Democrat. Let's see how Curtis, is Curtis on here? And I'm sure, of course, Fetterman has his reasons why he's voting against. I don't see any red representing John Curtis, so we'll say Curtis. So it's a 50-50, and of course, with that being said, as a result, with the nominee, like J.D. Vance splitting the ticket, Pete Hegseth is confirmed. So what do you guys think in regards to this video? Let me know down below, and as always, I will see you all in the next political episode.